Hi, and welcome to the Yoga Ball Core Workout. In this yoga session, you will need a yoga ball, also known as a Swiss ball, and your yoga mat. So let's go ahead and get started. Seated on your yoga ball, go ahead and pull up tall through the spine. Roll those shoulders back and down, finding your best posture and tuning into your breath. On your next inhale, let's go ahead and add a little bit of movement to our spine and to our hips. We're going to start with some rotations, just circling our hips around, either starting clockwise or counterclockwise. And we're going to do 5 rotations to each side. Maybe taking notice of how your body feels, what feels tight, what feels relaxed. And just continuing to breathe. And stopping after that 5th rotation. And we're going to make our way down a little bit lower on the yoga ball. So kind of go into a squat, and we're going to lay back on the ball, getting ready to stretch out our abdominals. So reach those arms up overhead, clasp the hands together, releasing the index finger. Taking a deep inhale here, exhaling it all away, coming back down into that squat. Inhaling, reaching up overhead again, extending the legs, extending the arms, stretching the chest and the torso. Exhaling back down. Inhaling, reaching up over the head, stretching the abdominals. Exhaling, releasing. Inhaling again, reaching, extending. Exhaling back down. One more time, reaching up overhead, stretching and extending. Gazing up toward the sky, exhaling back down. For the first abdominal exercise, we're going to do a basic yoga ball crunch. So go ahead and lean back against your yoga ball, keep your knees in line with your ankles, crossing the arms across your chest, and then lifting the shoulder blades slightly off of the yoga ball, engaging the core muscles. I'm doing 25 repetitions, but only do as many repetitions that's comfortable for you. You're going to exhale as you lift up as your muscles are doing the work, and inhaling as you come back down. Go at a nice even pace for you. Maybe slow it down a bit if you need to. Then relaxing here whenever you're done, and let's go ahead and move into that abdominal stretch again. So reaching arms up overhead, clasping the hands together, releasing the index finger, staying strong through the legs, stretching and relaxing the belly, and then releasing back down. The next exercise we'll move into our prone back extensions. So we're going to lean over our ball, resting our bellies and our hips on top of the ball, staying strong through the legs, keeping the legs straight, distributing the weight up onto our toes, clasping the hands behind the back of the head, keeping the neck in a neutral position, and then lifting the chest slightly up off of the yoga ball, engaging the lower back muscles. Again, exhaling as you come up, inhaling as you lower. I'm doing about 25 repetitions here as well. Go ahead and do as many repetitions as you are comfortable with. Continue to stay nice and strong through the legs, engaging the quadricep muscles, keeping the weight down onto your toes. Getting ready to release back down here. We're going to come down onto our knees and we're going to extend the yoga ball out in front of us, coming down into the child's pose. Keeping the arms and the hands up on the yoga ball if that's comfortable for you. Kind of deepening the stretch through the shoulders and the chest here. Maybe add a gentle rock from side to side, stretching out your obliques as well. This next exercise that we're going to move into are yoga ball rollouts. So go ahead and stay onto your knees, keeping your hips in line over your knees and your hands on top of the ball. You're going to reach out, extending your torso forward, rolling out the ball in front of you, and then using your abdominal muscles to pull the ball back in towards your body, keeping your back flat, not arching. Go ahead and try about 10 to 20 repetitions, or as many that are comfortable for you. You're going to inhale as you reach out in front of you, and then exhale as you pull back in toward your body. So inhale while you're stretching, exhale while you're doing the work. And only roll the ball out as far as what's comfortable for you. So if you can't roll it all the way out in front of you to where your arms are extended, maybe only go halfway for now. Continuing here, maybe try to get a couple more in. Last one. The next exercise will be yoga ball torso rotations. So keeping our knees bent over on top of the ball, feet and calves on top of the ball, arms out to the side in a T. We're gently rolling the ball from side to side, engaging your abdominals and your obliques. And only rolling out to about a 45-degree angle on each side. And just to start with, maybe try 10 repetitions to each side, so 20 total. And this should feel kind of nice on your low back as well. Gives it a little bit of a stretch as well as a little bit of a massage as you're moving from side to side. Keep your head and your neck nice and relaxed. Let them sink into the mat below you. And again, inhaling as you lay the ball over to the side, exhaling as you pull the ball up, back up to center. From here, we're getting ready to move into a supine plank. So keeping your feet up on top of the ball, you're going to extend your legs out and then lift the hips up toward the sky. You want to keep your back in line with your legs, so not reaching the hips up high. And then either keeping your hands down on the mat for support, or if you'd like a little bit of a challenge, you can reach those arms up toward the sky. And try holding anywhere from 10 to 30 seconds, keeping the core nice and engaged, belly button in toward the spine. Continuing to breathe here, make sure you don't hold your breath. And releasing back down whenever you're ready, bring those knees in toward your chest, giving them a gentle hug. This next exercise is a yoga ball exchange, which is a little bit more advanced. So keeping the yoga ball in between your feet, you're going to pass off to your hands, reaching the ball up overhead and exchanging back to the feet, lowering down. So if you're new to this exercise, maybe just practice the exchange part and not the lowering part. If you do decide to lower your arms and your legs, to start off with, only go down to about a 45-degree angle. So that'd be about halfway. And then you're inhaling while you're bringing your feet and your hands together, exchanging the ball, exhaling as you're lowering down. And I'm only doing about 10 repetitions total here, but again, do as many as you're comfortable with. Making sure to keep proper form the whole time. Bringing the ball back down to the ground, let's go ahead and move into that supine plank again. So feet on top of the ball, hands down on the mat for support. And we're lifting the hips up toward the sky, keeping the body in alignment. Releasing those hands up in front of you if you'd like. Giving your balance a little bit of a challenge and engaging your core muscles a little bit more. Continue to hold here. Almost done. One more big breath. Exhaling and releasing down. Bring those knees in for a gentle hug. This next exercise is a plank with a reverse crunch. So if you're new to this exercise, maybe just try the plank with your feet up onto the ball. If you feel comfortable with this, you can go ahead and move into the reverse crunch. With a reverse crunch, we're going to be pulling the yoga ball in towards our torso with our feet and our abdominals, lifting the hips up toward the sky, bringing knees in towards our chest. You can try a couple reps just to get used to it. In this session, I am doing 10 repetitions. Keeping your shoulders in line over your wrists, staying strong through your arms. This next exercise is the advanced version of the plank with reverse crunch. So instead of just the crunch, we're also going to be doing the pike up. So go ahead and get settled into your plank, shoulders in line over your wrists, and then you're going to pike up. So keeping the legs straight, lifting the hips up toward the sky, bringing the back in line with the shoulders. So this is a great exercise to do if you're working on getting your handstand press. I'm doing 10 repetitions here, but maybe just play with this, starting with only a couple. Make sure that you feel comfortable with the basic reverse crunch before you move on to this advanced exercise. Lastly, let's go ahead and get settled down back onto the yoga ball. We're going to lay back and stretch out our abdominals. So we'll use this pose kind of as our resting pose or our savasana for this session. So reaching those arms up overhead, maybe clasping the fingers together, releasing the index finger. Stretching out the abdominals, relaxing your head and your neck on the yoga ball as well. Staying strong through your legs for support. And continuing to breathe here. Let's go ahead and get ready to release back down. And make your way back up into a seated position on your yoga ball. Great work today. Thank you for joining me in this yoga session. Namaste.